So we're going to sit in a tall seated position today. Sit on your blanket with your sit bones on your blanket and your knees falling onto the mat so that it can tilt your pelvis forward a little bit. And that way you can sit up taller. Maybe your palms come to your knees. Gently tuck your chin and drop your shoulders. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth and let it out. One more time, deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth and let it out. Now seal your lips, maybe close your eyes, breathing in and out through the nose. Smooth inhales and exhales. Arriving on your mat this Friday morning. Gently open your eyes. Interlace your fingers and press them up to the ceiling. Reach through the side body, reach through your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Deep inhale here. Exhale it out. One more deep inhale. Exhale over to the right side, keeping your biceps by your ears and both sit bones on the mat. Deep inhale here. And exhale it out. Deep inhale. And exhale it out. Last time, breath in. And breath out. Inhale, reach back up to the ceiling. Exhale, lean over to the left side now. Breathe into the right side of the body. Both sit bones root down on the mat. Breathe here, deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last deep breath in. And breath out. Inhale, back up to the ceiling. And go ahead and interlace your fingers behind you. Open your heart up. Taking a cow pose here. Pressing your heart forward. Gaze up to the ceiling. Squeezing your shoulder blades behind you. Exhale, sweep your arms forward, round your back, maybe rock back to the back side of your sit bones and press your palms forward, seated cat pose, rounding and arching your back now to warm up our spine. Inhale, sweep your arms behind you, interlace your fingers, open your heart, squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Exhale, sweep your arms forward, round your back, rock back. And press your palms forward, separating your shoulder blades in the back. Last time, like the seated cow, sweep your arms behind you, open your heart, squeeze your shoulder blades and gaze up. Exhale, sweep your arms forward, rounding your back and separating your shoulder blades. Let's do one more like this. It feels really good. One more seated cow, sweeping your arms behind you. Opening your heart, arching your back and gazing up to the ceiling. On the exhale, sweep your arms forward, round your back, press your arms forward. Slowly come back to neutral spine again, reaching the top of the head to the ceiling. Go ahead, let's take a twist now. So on the next inhale, left fingers come to the outside of your right knee. Right fingers are behind you, twisting your heart to the right. Inhale here. And exhale it out. Inhale here. And exhale. Breath in. And breath out. Come back to the center. Left fingers on, right fingers on the outside of your left knee. Twisting to the left now. Left fingers are behind you. Take a deep breath in, twisting from the belly button. And exhale it out, reaching the crown of the head up. Inhale. And exhale. Last deep inhale. And exhale. Slowly come back to the center. Fingertips come in front of you. Start walking your fingers forward. Walk, walk, walk. And then go ahead and fold forward. Breathe into your hips. Walk your fingers back to your knees and change the crossing of your legs. Maybe your right shin was in front. Change it over to the left shin. Fingertips come in front of you again. Walk your fingers forward. Walk, walk, walk. Reach as far forward as you can. And fold forward. Breathe into your hips. Slowly walk your fingers back. Remove your blanket. Come into a tabletop. And once you set up your tabletop, tuck your toes in and move your hands one palm print forward. From here, you're just going to move your hips back to your heels. And then spread your fingers wide, push the mat away, and lift your hips straight up to the sky, coming into a downward facing dog. You can keep a slight bend in your knees. It's still pretty early in the morning and we haven't warmed up. So keeping that slight bend in your knees helps you elongate your spine to the mat. Keep pushing the mat away, spreading your fingers wide. Your feet are hip distance apart. Your hands are a little bit wider than shoulders. And you're going to let go of your head and neck. You're not going to hold your head and neck up. Keep that slight bend in your knees. It doesn't matter. And start pedaling your legs out, bending one knee, pressing the opposite heel to the mat, and change sides. Breathe into the backs of your legs here. Just warming up our legs now. Maybe pausing where you feel any tightness, taking it as slow as you want. And then come to a still down dog and walk your hands back to your feet. At the back of the mat, take ragdoll. By grabbing opposite elbows, you can still keep that bend in your knees. Grab opposite elbows and just hang heavy, using the 10 to 12 pounds that your head weighs to elongate your spine. Go ahead and sway from side to side. Feel it in your hips. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And just hang here for a few breaths. With each breath, see if you can lift your sit bones a little bit more, straightening your legs out. One more deep inhale. And exhale it out. Drop your fingertips to the mat and slowly start walking your hands forward, coming into a plank pose. Setting up a really strong plank. Your wrists are right underneath your shoulders and your heels are right on top of your toes. You're going to suck in your belly button and push the mat away so that your shoulders and hips are at the same level. Keep all that engagement. Suck in that belly button, squeeze your quads up, and if this is too much, you can drop your knees straight down. This is a great pose to strengthen. Yoga is about both flexibility and strengthen and a good balance of that. So people who think yoga is just about flexibility, that's simply not true. A lot of strength involved here. Keep pushing the mat away. Maybe dropping your knees if it gets too much, but keep that engagement. One more deep inhale. And exhale it out. On your next inhale, bend your knees a lot. And again, send your hips back to your heels. Your knees are slightly off the mat now. On the exhale, press your hips up, coming into a downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale here. And exhale it out. On your next inhale, lift your heels high up off the mat, hiking your hips up, and slowly roll forward, coming back into your plank pose. Heavy plank, a steady plank here. Lift your head up so that your neck is neutral. Again, coming back to that straight line, shoulders to hips, a lot of engagement in your belly button. Take one more deep inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, send your hips back to your heels, and lift it up for downward facing dog. We're going to flow 2 more times like this, plank to down dog. Next, inhale, lift your heels high up off the mat, roll forward to a plank pose, lift your head and neck so that you have a neutral neck. Exhale, bend your knees, send your hips back to your heels and lift it straight up, downward facing dog. Drop your heels down. Inhale, lift your heels high up, piking your hips up and rolling forward to a plank pose. Lift your head and neck, strong plank. Exhale, bend your knees a lot, send your hips back to your heels. Lift your hips straight up, downward facing dog. Hold it here, deep inhale. And exhale it out. Getting that full body stretch, breathe into it, deep inhale. And exhale. Last breath, deep inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, look up between your hands and step or lightly hop your foot in front of your hands and drop your back knee. Uncurl your toes. You're going to come into Anjaneyasana, low lunge pose. So if you want, take a blanket and pad your left knee here. You can, if your knee bothers you in this lunge pose. So we're going to first come up straight. Suck in our belly button, tuck our tail in, and then send our hips forward and down. Breathing into the deep hip flexor stretch on the left side now. And if this is enough, you can just place your palms on top of your right knee and stay here. If you want more, reach your fingertips up to the ceiling. No ballet arms, your biceps are by your ears. Maybe your pinky fingers face each other and maybe your palms touch even. Reaching your fingertips up, Anjaneyasana, low lunge pose. Breathe here. 2 more breaths. Last breath. Drop your fingertips to the mat now and shift your hips back, straightening your right leg. Go ahead and walk that leg, right foot forward, right heel forward. Dig that heel into the mat and draw it back towards your face isometrically, getting that hamstring stretch here, keeping a slight bend in your knee so that you don't hyperextend. Ardha Hanuman, half splits. On your next inhale, elongate the crown of the head to the front of the mat. You can use blocks underneath your hands. If your fingertips don't touch the mat, you can always use blocks. We're going to stay in Ardha Hanuman for a bit. So just use the blocks and stay here. Breathe into your right hamstring. Keep that right foot active. On your next inhale, elongate the crown forward and just stay here, or maybe fold forward, bringing your forehead to your knee. Breathe. Inhale, slowly come forward, planting your foot, lifting your arms up, Anjaneyasana. You're going to flow a little bit here. Exhale, fingertips back down to the mat or on blocks. Shift your hips back, dig your heel down, flex your foot, Ardha Hanuman. One more time. Inhale, plant your foot, coming back to Anjaneyasana. Drop your hips, feel the stretch in your left hip flexor. Exhale, drop your fingertips down, shift your hips back, flex your right foot, Ardha Hanuman. Last time, Anjaneyasana, reach up. Ardha Hanuman, reach back, sitting your hips back to your heels. Slowly plant your foot down. Plant your hands on either side of your right foot. Leave your left palm down and take your right palm up for an open twist. Maybe you keep your gaze to the front, or maybe you twist and turn your gaze all the way to your right thumb. Breathe here. Breathe into your twist. Keep pushing the left hand away so that you're not dumping any weight into your left wrist, but you're kind of holding yourself up using your core muscles. One more inhale, reach up. Exhale, plant your right hand down and come back. Lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Coming back to our downward facing dog to do the other side. Deep inhale And exhale it out. Look up between your hands, and this time, step your left foot forward between your hands. Drop your right knee, uncurl your toes, and come straight up. Setting up for the low lunge, setting up with integrity. Suck in your belly button and tuck your tail in before you move your hips forward and down. This is so that we're not arching our low back, but keeping all that engagement. Breathe into the right hip flexor this time. This is the front of your hips. And this is enough of a stretch for you this morning. You can just stay here with your palms on top of your left knee and use some padding. You know, we're going to be here on this right knee for a long time. So if you want to get that blanket underneath your right knee, go for it. If you want more, you can reach your fingers up to the sky, maybe fingers, pinky fingers spin inward or your palms touch, but no ballet arms, biceps by your ears. Breathe. Deep inhale and exhale. Two more like this. Inhale and exhale. Last breath in and breath out. Drop your fingertips down onto blocks or onto the mat. Shift your hips back and dig your left heel into the mat this time, flexing that left foot. You're going to isometrically draw that foot towards you, like not moving, but imagining drawing a line in the sand towards your face. Engaging the entire, left knee and the entire, breathing into the left hamstring here, the back of the leg. Breathe. You can just stay here, Ardha Hanuman half splits, or on your next inhale, reach forward through the crown of your head and fold over your knee. Breathe. 3 deep breaths. Pretty deep hamstring stretch. If you're hyperflexible, then cultivate that strength by engaging your muscles, digging that heel into the mat. It's not good to be hyperflexible or to be like just strong and not flexible. On your next inhale, slowly come forward into low lunge pose, reaching your fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, plant your fingertips down onto the blocks or on the mat, Ardha Hanuman. Inhale, roll forward, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Exhale, send your hips back, drop your fingertips down, flex that foot, Ardha Hanuman. Last time, inhale, Anjaneyasana, reaching your fingertips up, breathing into your right hip flexor. Exhale, go ahead and shift your hips back, breathe into the left hamstring, half splits, Ardha Hanuman. Inhale, slowly come back up to your Anjaneyasana. Drop your hands down, leaving your right palm down here on a block or on the mat. Reach your left hand up, and you can keep your gaze to the front, or maybe you turn your gaze and look up to your left thumb. Breathe here in your open twist. Use your core muscles to hold yourself up. Don't like slump into that right hand. Go ahead and plant your left hand back down. Tuck your back toes and come back into your downward facing dog. Inverted V here. We're going to take 2 deep breaths here. Set it up. Push the mat away. Lift your sit bones up. You can still keep a slight bend in your knee. The idea here is to elongate your spine. Take a deep inhale. Breathe it out. One more breath in. And breath out. Look up to the front and slowly walk between your hands. And fold forward one more time. This time, see if you can go a little bit deeper and get into your hamstrings a little bit more this time. On your next inhale, bend your knees a lot and slowly roll all the way up to standing. Exhale, roll your shoulder blades back and down. Coming to our Surya Namaskaras. Again, we'll hold, pause in each pose the first time, and then flow the next time, breath to breath. Drop your shoulders down. Inhale, sweep your arms up, palms touch, gaze up, upward salute. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold it all the way down, forward fold. Let your head and neck go. Maybe your palms slide down the backs of your legs. You're not holding your head and neck up. Just shake it out. You can still keep a bend in your knee, but try to see if you can bring your chest or your stomach all the way to your thigh. On your next inhale, slide your palms up your shins and reach the crown of the head forward as you suck in your belly button, flat back, long side body, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. You're shifting the weight to the balls of the feet as if you're peering over the edge of a cliff. Exhale, fold forward, sliding the hands down the backs of your legs, letting your head and neck go. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana, reach the crown of the head forward, suck in your belly button, long side body. Exhale, slide your palms down the backs of your legs, Uttanasana, forward fold. Last time here, Ardha Uttanasana, reach the crown of the head forward. On the exhale, bend your knees a lot, plant your palms and take it back to a high plank. Start of a push-up right where we were before, your heels stacked on top of your toes, pressing the mat away so that you have a slight rounding in the upper back, sucking in your belly button. Hold it here and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now drop your knees, squeeze your elbows by your side as you slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Half push-up or half plank here. Uncurl your toes, pressing the tops of the feet down. Peel your heart up, baby cobra. Exhale, forehead comes to mat. We'll try to do upward facing dog this time also. Inhale, peel your heart up, cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Exhale, forehead comes to mat. Now for upward facing dog, move your palms by your ribs. So your palms are probably right underneath your shoulders, so move it down a little bit. Press the tops of the feet down. Push the mat away as you peel your heart up. This time with upward facing dog, your elbows are straight, your thighs are off the mat, your knees are off the mat. You're pressing down with the tops of your feet and maybe keeping your gaze forward or lifting your gaze up. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Take one more deep inhale here. On the exhale, tuck your toes in and send your hips back and up for downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Deep inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Look up to the front, step walk, or lightly hop to the front if you're ready for that. Inhale, half lift, reaching the crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold, slide your palms down the backs of your legs. Inhale, reach all the way up, upward salute. Exhale, palms come to heart center and down by your side. Surya Namaskara A, this time moving breath to breath. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, hinge forward and fold it all the way down, letting your head and neck go. Inhale, half lift, reaching the crown of the head forward, lifting up. Exhale, take it back, high to low plank, same exhale, dropping your knees if you want. Inhale, cobra pose or upward facing dog if your knees are off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog, lifting your hips back and pushing the mat away, let your head and neck go again. Breathe here, you're probably feeling more at ease in your downward facing dog now than when we started class. Muscles are a bit warmer now. So try to see if you can lift your sit bones up, suck in your belly button and push the mat away to elongate your spine. Breathe into the side of the body, all your lats, your latissimus dorsi there on the side, the back of your, the side of your ribs. Breathe. On your next inhale, look up to the front, step walk or lightly float to the top. Inhale and half lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute, reaching your fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, palms come to heart center, Samastitihi, and down by your side, mountain pose. One more time, Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, sweep your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold it forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, reaching the crown of the head forward, sucking in your belly button. Exhale, bend your knees, take it back, high to low plank, same exhale, dropping your knees if you want. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra if your knees are down. Exhale, lift up, downward facing dog. Strong downward facing dog. Maybe you stand, try to find stillness in your downward facing dog. The purpose of all yoga, all that twisting and stretching we do is so that we can sit still to be able to meditate, to find ease in our body. It's not easy to sit still. One more deep inhale. Exhale all the air out. Look up to the front, step walk, or maybe lightly hop to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, palms come to heart center and down by your side. Before we come down to the floor for a few final poses, let's take tree pose just to get our balance in this morning, since we didn't do bird dog either. So go ahead and root down with your left toes, left foot, spreading your toes wide. Bring your right knee up. Externally rotate the hips so that your knee is out. Grab a hold of that foot. You can just use that foot as a kickstand on the mat or the inside of your calf, or bringing it all the way up to your groin. Just avoid your knee. You don't want to plant that foot on top of your knee and exert any pressure. So just as much as you're pressing the foot into the standing leg, you want to press that standing leg into that foot so that you don't have sassy hips. You're standing up straight through the left side of the body. Reach your hands up if you want, or take any other expression, maybe just palms to the heart center. Use your drishti, your gaze, to find your balance for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your hands. Bring your knees back to the front. Bring your hands to your hips. We're going to send that leg out and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Releasing with control, not dropping that foot right after tree pose. Other side now, rooting down with your right foot. Bring that left knee up. Balance is always bad on one side. Send that knee out, externally rotating the hip, and plant that foot anywhere you want, even as a kickstand is fine this early in the morning, but making sure you're not exerting any pressure on your knee. Any variation with your arms, use your drishti, your gaze to find your balance. Three more. Last breath. Hands come back to heart center. Bring that left knee out. Hands to hips. Send that foot out and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly, gently, with control, release. Shake it out. So any type of balance poses, they help build your core strength because you're using all your core muscles to stabilize, and also build strength in your standing leg. You're going to slowly come down to the mat now for a few final poses. So take your feet as wide as the mat. Your toes are pointing out. Reach your hands forward, arms forward, thumb faces up, and send your hips back and down. Suck in your belly button, keep sending your hips back. Flat, kind of like a variation of chair pose here. Breathe. Hold it here in this deep squat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it deeper into your squat. Now your thighs are parallel to the mat, and hold it here. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come all the way down, coming into Malasana, Yogi squat. Elbows land inside your knees. You're pressing your knees out and also squeezing your elbows back in. Drop your tail down and reach the crown of the head up. So you're not rounding your back, but sitting up tall. Hold it here in Malasana. If this is tough for you, go ahead and place that block underneath your sit bones, but keep that engagement of your knees squeezing into your elbows. Breathe. Opening those hips up here. And slowly come down onto the mat for Baddha Konasana, cobbler pose, butterfly pose, seated butterfly. So soles of the feet touch, knees fall wide. You bring the thumbs into the arches of your feet. So you're sitting on a blanket here is really helpful so that you're not rounding your back. So you can sit on a blanket if you want. Sit at the edge of the blanket with just your sit bones on the blanket. Using your thumbs to open your feet up like a book, start flapping your wings to help you release your hips a little bit more. My hips are not that open. I keep working on it every day, but we are all born with a certain way and we have lived a certain way. So we have all those samskaras in our body. Take a deep inhale, reach the top of the head to the ceiling, and the exhale, hinge at your hips and maybe use your elbows to press your knees down even more as you fold forward. When you cannot reach forward more with a straight spine, you can round your forehead to your toes. Breath in, breath out, breathe into your hips. One more breath in, breathe out. Last inhale and exhale. Slowly roll it up. Send your legs out. You can still keep sitting on your blanket if you want. Hug your right knee into your chest. You're going to take a seated twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Right foot comes on the outside of your left leg, rooting down with the entire foot. You're going to twist to the right. You can either hug that right knee in with your left elbow and twist to the right, or maybe bring that right elbow on the outside of your left knee. Breathe into the stretch that you feel in your outer hips here. Any kind of twisting is great to do in the morning. Kind of wakes up your spine and make sure that you have like a healthy spine throughout the day. Don't injure yourself and so on. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, keeping that left foot active. Last deep inhale. And exhale. Slowly come back to the center. And release, sending that right leg out. Hug your left knee into your chest. Right leg is active, which means that you're flexing that foot. Place that left foot on the outside of your right leg, rooting down with the entire foot. You may see that one side is a little bit tighter. Hug your left knee in and twist to the left. Breathe here. Maybe you bring your right elbow on the outside of your left knee. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last deep breath in and breathe out. Slowly come back to center and release. Setting your feet down, grab the backs of your thighs and roll all the way down onto the mat. We're going to do bridge pose. If you want, grab your block or your book or whatever you have. You can use that to squeeze in. If not, it's okay. You can just do it without. Set your feet up hip distance apart, grazing the backs of your heels with your longest finger to make sure that your knee is right on top of your ankle. If you have your block, if you want, or book, squeeze it in between your thighs. On your next inhale, press your feet down and lift your hips straight up. Breathe here. Hold it here. Deep inhale. Exhale. 3 more like that. Last inhale. Lift your hips up even more. Exhale. Lower it down. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Your tailbone comes down last. Take your block away. Take your feet as wide as the mat and windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Drop both knees to the right. Take your arms out as a T and take your gaze to the left. Keeping both shoulders on the mat and just twisting from the lower part of your spine. Start slowing your heart rate down. Still keeping full control of your breath. Breathing in yoga is typically controlled breath until we get into Shavasana. Slowly come back to the center and drop both knees to the left, gazing to your right. Slowly come back to center. Now I have options for you. You can just kind of release, let go, and come into your traditional Shavasana, taking your arms wide, your legs wide, and allowing yourself to resign to gravity. If you want something different this morning, because it's still pretty early and you just got out of bed, you can take supported fish, placing that block or book underneath your upper back. Adjust the block. You may find it find that sweet spot for you, maybe placing the block maybe even horizontally rather than vertically like I have. Keep the other block or book close by. So you want to just lie back down on the block and allow your shoulders to open by reaching your arms up. Maybe taking goalpost arms. The back of your head is resting on the mat. Your throat is open. Your heart is open. It's a great pose. You can extend your legs out or bend your knees and plant your feet on the mat. See what's comfortable for you. So we're going to rest here for a few breaths. So you want to get really comfortable. If you want, you can take the other block. If you don't like your neck being arched like that, place the other block underneath your head and just rest, getting all that shoulder opening and heart opening and just not going too deep into your neck this morning. Take about 5 deep breaths, but if you want to stay longer, go for it. Just tune me out and do your own thing.